Area 51, is it just a meme? Well, actually, no. It's also a secret U.S. Air Force military installation located at Groom Lake in southern Nevada. It is administered by Edwards Air Force Base in Southern California. The installation has been the focus of numerous conspiracies involving extraterrestrial life, though its only confirmed use is as a flight testing facility. But it's mostly a meme. Face app. Is it just an app? Well, actually, no. It's also a secret U.S. Air Force military installation located at Groom Lake in southern Nevada. It is administered by Edwards Air Force Base in Southern California. The installation has been the focus of numerous conspiracies involving extraterrestrial life, though its only confirmed use is as a flight testing facility. But mostly it's an app. My name's Elliot Morgan, and this is Hot Take, a show filmed on the first try and with no jump cuts. And I'm coming at you from the Valleyfolk offices, coincidentally also located in Southern California. Though admittedly, the only extraterrestrial life we've ever had to deal with is none of the government's damn business. I believe in you all my life. Elliot. Every day, I love you. So these bitch-ass Russians are stealing our faces? Who gives a crap? The only information you can get from my face, besides that I'm dehydrated.
Why?
I don't know. It's that I have stress-induced eczema.
Oh, cool.
All right, you happy now, Putin? The only valuable information that the Russians need comes from my mouth, my face pouch, my grunter. My Instagram feed is nothing but corgis and whatever brand I've recently talked about. Do you think I haven't said my social security number out loud? What kind of dirty talk are you into? Nerd. I get that it's a big problem, this whole identity theft thing, but it's the only crime where I imagine the person doing it doesn't smell good. At least if I'm getting mugged, I might catch a whiff of cologne or liberally applied Old Spice deodorant in different scents like Fiji and Swagger. Oh wait, bitch. Big Brother is upon us already, so to hyper-focus on an individual threat to our privacy invasion is to miss the fact that our privacy is already gone. I have an Alexa in my bedroom and she knows more about me than my therapist does. His name is Dr. Gary Penn, book available now. I think I broke my phone. And all of this leads us to one curious, slightly deeper question. Why is privacy so sacred to us? In an era of incredible divisiveness, the one thing everyone seems to agree on is leave me alone. What? Isn't that kind of ironic that while we bemoan the state of our country and the world at large, we simultaneously cling to the idea that we can still, for God's sake, remain isolated from everyone and everything? We prioritize being alone so we can post online about how we all need to come together. It's like, what? You come together right now over me? Is the joke that I was supposed to say. This is what the show is. I certainly don't want my privacy invaded. I just don't know why I don't want it invaded. I've shared my worst moments of my entire life with the entire internet and even some of my family. Okay, I'll post about my political beliefs, my religious beliefs. I'll tweet jokes that NBC will later ask me to delete. The dirt is all out there. The stuff that's the deepest, truest parts of myself, my most private stuff, my convictions and my struggles, that I'll parade, but don't you dare look at my license plate. None of that makes any sense. What are you gonna, worst that could happen is what, you steal my money? If all of my money was stolen, I'd have about the same amount of money. I think I can bounce back from that. And besides, it's not like I'm using my money for any grandiose or good purpose. I use Mint to manage my money, and right now, even my monthly statements are a little bit tipsy. Not yet, E.T. I gotta keep rambling, I got a soapbox. We act like privacy is right, but we've turned it into a commodity that we pay for with our freedom. We self-impose restrictions on ourselves and say we can't have that app, we can't have that Alexa product, and you can't know my location, and please delete that dick pic.
What?
No, not that one, the other one, that one's actually pretty good. And just like any other commodity, it's not the item that we want, but the feeling that getting it gives us. And the feeling of clawing for our privacy isn't safety, because privacy isn't inherently safe. I know this personally. Okay, have you ever lived alone and choked on a Cheez-It because you put too many in your mouth at once? Because you like to have a big Cheez-It glob in your mouth? Because you're gross? And who cares if it's an entire handful? You're alone now, the divorce wasn't your fault, just watch another episode of Breaking Bad for the fourth time, Ellie, and then you realize that you could die alone if you choked to death and no one would find you for days, and when they did, they'd be like, he put too many Cheez-Its in his mouth. That's what they say to your parents. Elliot put too many Cheez-Its in his mouth. Privacy will kill you and it'll break your parents' hearts. I think the feeling we get from wanting our privacy is one of control. It's the idea that we have a choice, a sense that we have this some control over our lives, and that we can call the shot. Shot! 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 The idea of having control is just so we can, that's too much. We just make up big, ugly enemies, because the reality is that if there isn't one out there, if there isn't some all-controlling power, that's actually big glob of Cheez-It terrifying. And that brings us to our friends at Area 51. E.T.?
Elliot.
course there are people out there who want to see them aliens. If Area 51 has aliens, our government is a conspiratorial military-industrial complex that must answer to us. Not what I think, which is a bunch of idiots. Hey, Joe.
Hey, what's up?
Aliens mean the government is lying, and they're this big brother that we can get that sweet, sweet sense of control from. If God is dead and we killed him, then Big Brother is alive, and all he wants to do is sell me dog food. And it's not even my dog food, it's my girlfriend's dog, and she feeds him Blue because it's a very good dog food. Iams isn't too bad either for a store-bought food. It's actually more about portion control, though, more than anything. The very thing driving people to raid Area 51 is the same thing that causes FaceApp paranoia to run rampant on the internet. We're so terrified of being alone that we'll do anything to convince ourselves we're not, including storming a military base or deleting apps. We're all just... I deleted the app, by the way, the moment I heard about this. This is all a hypocritical... None of it makes sense. It's just supposed to sound smart and...
I deleted it too.
Did you? Yeah. Anyway, this one is the worst one we've done. So thank you for watching. And as a metaphor, just as with all of society, so too with this video, I will go down with the ship as the band plays us off. What's up, Joe? Bring the Funny, NBC, July 30th at 10 p.m. For real this time.
Here, this feels great.
Wow, no, that's a night terror that clinged onto my back
Your
when I was.
phone?
Thanks,
It's
man.
fine.
Great, dude. That was terrible. Yeah, thanks, man. That was what?
That was great. That was great.
I don't know. You poor thing.